Hello and welcome to Life in DNA with Amanda Renee. I'm Amanda. Today I was going to talk about what I've been reading, what I've been listening to, but I decided to do something a little different. It was something that came up health-wise this week. If you watched my channel before, you know I have Hashimoto's thyroid autoimmune condition, and I've shared a lot of that journey. I wanted to continue sharing that journey and specifically what I'm about to have to go through with anyone listening, in case anyone out there ever has to go through this, so they can kind of see how someone else has gone through it. Also to document it for myself, and because talking, or it feels like I'm talking to myself on here, but talking to anyone listening is therapeutic for me, so I thought it might help for me to talk about it. So lately, I've been having some extra symptoms. I'm always tired. I'm on a lot of medication, so my energy level is it's better than it used to be. But I'm just pretty much always tired. But lately I've had kind of an erratic heart rate. It'll jump up and go down and jump up and go down. And my anxiety's been really bad. Like my hands will shake so bad I can feel it up into my arms. And it's been so bad that the past couple weeks, when I go to get my weekly semaglutide and testosterone shots, the nurse giving me the shots, she puts the pulse ox thing on my finger and she's just sitting there watching it go up and down, and it'll jump up to like 124, and I'm just standing there. And so that's been kind of crazy. We're trying to figure out what's going on with that. I had something similar. I don't know about the going up and down, but I like could feel palpitations or something a few years ago, and I had a whole series of tests run on my heart, and everything was fine. So I don't think it's my heart, although your thyroid can damage your heart eventually. Sorry, my allergies have been acting up. But I take my medication, so it shouldn't damage my heart. And then so I'm going to get blood drawn tomorrow. I haven't had a full thyroid panel run in quite a long time, and I'm supposed to have it done every few months. So I'm thinking maybe I'm swinging into hyperthyroid. That can make your heart race because I'm normally hypothyroid, low. But last Friday I had my yearly ultrasound on my thyroid on the nodules. So if you ever see a little bump here when you're watching me, that's the nodules on my thyroid. And I have to get that, get an ultrasound on that to check them, see if they're growing or shrinking or what they're doing. And I got the report back Saturday morning, and there was something different on there. The funny thing is I had a feeling something was different this time. I had a feeling something was going on, and I was right, unfortunately. Apparently for thyroid nodules, there's a rating system called Thyroid, and the big one on my left side is a Thyroid 3, just means you have to watch it. It's a little suspicious, but you just have to kind of watch it and make sure it doesn't change drastically over the year. But there are two little ones on my right side, and one was a Thyroid 4 and one was a Thyroid 5. And a Thyroid 5, I, of course, Googled that. And the first thing I saw, it said it has an 80% chance of being malignant. And so that freaked me out. And I tried to find answers on my Facebook Hashimoto's groups. one of them wouldn't even let my post go on there, and then the other one never responded. So I found a group for people that have had their thyroid removed or partially removed, and I joined that and asked the question, and a lot of them, and then some other research that I did later, showed that a lot of times they will think it's 95% chance that a thyroid 5 is malignant. And so that freaked me out. And I got in to see my doctor Monday morning so that I could go over the report with her. She hadn't even seen it yet. And so I am supposed to be getting a biopsy done. I've had a fine needle, it's a fine needle aspiration biopsy, and I've had one done before, but they only did it on the big nodule, and that's been like 5 or 6 years ago, maybe longer than that. And so I'm waiting on the phone call. They were supposed to have called me like yesterday or the day before, so I'm getting a little ticked off that they haven't called. It's the hospital here. I'm not happy that they haven't called me to schedule this yet. So I'm hoping that they call me this afternoon. Otherwise, when I go in tomorrow for my weekly shots, my testosterone and semaglutide shots, I'm gonna ask my doctor, can we like call them and get this scheduled like now? Because I don't like sitting around with this. And then come to find out a couple of the extra symptoms that I've had can be from having thyroid cancer. And so I want to make sure that that's not the case. So I believe from everything I've read and the people I've asked on the Facebook group and stuff, my next steps are first the biopsy. A lot of times the biopsies aren't 100% accurate. Sometimes they'll come back inconclusive, or they might think one of the nodules is still big enough they want to go ahead and do surgery. And then sometimes they open you up and turns out it really was cancer, and it was more cancer than they thought, and it could be in the lymph nodes, and there's a million different things that can happen. So I'm assuming that I'll have the biopsy and more than likely have to have some kind of surgery. Hopefully they won't have to take the whole thing, but the risk you run with them not taking the whole thing is that you have to have a second surgery. Because usually while they're in there, they'll at least biopsy the half they're going to leave in. And if that comes back as cancerous, then you have to go right back in for another surgery. And so I will have a scar right there if I do have to have surgery. But I will keep you guys posted on everything throughout the journey, because I don't know, I think it'll make me feel better to talk about it, and maybe hopefully anyone else dealing with this, that they can kind of see how it goes. But I will see y'all next time. Have a good day. Bye.